You know, Pisces. I love when we get to our reading. So let's see what's going on. What's the baseline energy? And then we'll pull clarifiers for each card. Like we always do, we keep it short and sweet. If it's your message, it's your message. If it's not your story this time. Maybe it will be next time. But leave it for who it's for, you know, because it's of course it's for somebody, and maybe lots of somebodies. So let's see what's going on in the baseline. Oh yeah, absolutely. Okay, makes sense. Lots of internal struggles, lots of fighting with yourself to figure out how to get balance, how to go from the Five of Wands to the Six of Wands, where you have victory, where you win, where you all of your efforts are noticed. Lots of internal struggling right now, leaving you in this kind of energy at a crossroads where you're almost afraid to take the blinders off, because you know from the Two of Swords you go to the Three of Swords, which is the card of heartbreak. And you know, with whatever decisions you're making right now, you know, someone's going to end up brokenhearted in the process. But you also know that it's time. It's time for a new path. Because when you've hit the Three of Wands, you know which paths were presented to you, and you know which one you have to take now. There's no denying where you're headed. You're headed towards stability and foundation. And from the Three of Wands, you're trying to find the Four of Wands, the 1111 card, the match to you, to what's going to bring you stability, foundation, strength. Who's going to be that part of you to carry you to the finish line? And strength is about inner power. So the beauty of this is the realization that it's you. You're the only one who can bring you to that level. And you have finally found the courage, the strength, the knowing by going within. You have had an awakening, a huge, huge moment of enlightenment. And while as a Pisces, we go through many of those, this one was one of the biggest ones by far. This has been a time of crazy changes, crazy developments, knowing exactly what's yours, what has to be guarded, going within, finding that zen and peace inside that you know is what's going to lead you to to everything, to that foundation. Like I said, to where you know you're going on that new path. You don't know necessarily what's on the path. You just know that it leads somewhere good, and there are good things coming. So tell me, what is this internal struggle? Let's expand on this a little bit. What is the internal struggle? You've been struggling with the fact that you know it's time to walk away. To walk away. You got Eight of Cups first. That's the card of leaving behind all of those 8 cups that are broken and empty, to head to your 9 of Cups, your wish fulfillment. Because again, you may not know what that means right now. You may not know exactly what fills your cup, or where you're headed, or what job it is, or what place it is, or what person it is, or all the things that are going to help fulfill you. You know, because there is the internal, of course, but then there are other things that are part of our lives, huge parts that, of course, they fulfill us. Anybody who tells you otherwise is crazy. You know, a relationship is supposed to fulfill you when it's healthy and it's good. And you are walking away from everything that is broken, that is empty, that is no longer on this path with you, on this journey. It stays behind, and you go to where you can feast, and you can rest, and you can be happy and content and feel fulfilled with new beginnings. That's that missing cup. See the Page of Cups? The Page of Cups has to take all those broken cups, repair them, and add a new one to get to the 9 of Cups. So you know there's going to be struggles and things you have to go through and deal with along the way. And that's where the Two of Swords comes in. It's the knowing that there's a difficult path ahead. So you don't want to take the blindfold off, because you don't want to see, because you know that it's you know, it's going to be rough, and there's going to be toxic shit that has to go, that has to be released, and there are going to be so many choices presented to you, and you're not going to know which one needs to be held on to the tightest. But you also know that with all of these choices, one of those is bound to be something real perfect, something worth investing new time, new energy, new focus, new understanding that that's going to lead you to a different place. Tell me more about this new path. What happens along this new road, this new journey for Pisces? You got it again. You have it twice. So many options are going to be presented to you, because now that you are living in your truth, that's all that you can attract, is more of what's going to elevate you and keep you on this new frequency of understanding that there are people that see it. There are people that want to come along with you. This is the card of obsession. This is the card of a stalker. This is the card of somebody who's trying to get all the information they can. And every time they think they find a little more, there's about 55 more things that have to be uncovered. And then they find the next batch of things, and it's like they can't get enough. It's the constant seeking of the information, but lurking in the shadows. You have somebody that's watching this growth and this improvement happen. I feel like someone or something is going to come in full force real soon. The Knight of Swords is that, is almost like on fire. It's such a fast moving energy. It's, riding into town with a message that is fierce and needs to be known right now, so that together you can grow, or with this thing or this person, you can grow all the way to the 10 of Cups. We went from the 8 of Cups, the understanding that you need to walk away from everything broken, to knowing that you have to head right toward your desire of what's big and huge, right to this other thing that helps you go all the way to the 10. Sorry, I've been reading all day, so my throat is a little scratchy. It's time to go for your 10 of Cups. You have so many cups here, so much love, so much emotion. Use this energy. This is the Scorpio full moon energy with, fellow water sign, especially as deep as Scorpio, with the emotions and the, dive in. Go into those depths of what needs to be released, because this is the time to do it. Full moon is all about release. Everything, when it gets too heavy, too full, too much, too burdensome, you have to drop some of it. This is the time to release everything that is not working. Go look at those choices carefully. Just because you have so many in front of you doesn't mean that they're all good ones, or they're all for you, and that's okay. You figure out the ones that work, and you release everything that doesn't, and you head straight for this 10 of Cups, because this 10 of Cups is your ultimate wish fulfillment. Yeah, some stuff is going to have to be juggled along the way and dealt with and worked out and figured out, but that's okay. I mean, we all go through some shit. It's, time to put on, the big boy underwear, the big girl panties, and keep moving. Strength, what do you have? What is this strength needed for? Yes, you had to have strength because you hit rock bottom. Just when you thought in other times in your life you had hit rock bottom, you didn't know there was a rock bottom to the rock bottom until you hit that rock bottom. And that's what happened now. Like I said, there's been many times you've gone through different spiritual awakenings, different things, different periods of growth and shattering and rebirth and discovery, all of that. But this one was big. This took you out, And sometimes we have to go that far down. We have to feel this in order to appreciate what's going to come and everything good that we already have. Because when your focus is only on that and you forget about all the good stuff that you have, you don't live in that right energy of gratitude, which you need to live in. Because even the bad things, even those bad moments, are some of the most valuable teaching lessons. Even the fighting, there's been so much fighting. That's why even though it hurts and it's time to release all of it. It's the fighting. It's okay. The change is coming. Good things, developments, movement. The fighting led to this rock bottom, and you needed it in order to pick up and keep going. The Tower, there it is again. The universe put it there on purpose. This is what I'm saying. Every time you think you're doing the right thing, or when you're not listening to your soul and your gut and all of the things that make you who you are and give you the fire and the passion and the intensity of a Pisces, When you don't listen to that gut, that intuition that you have been gifted, and we have been gifted it and gifted it so well, and every time we go against it, bam, we get hit with a tower. Because the universe says, stop being stupid and always thinking there are two choices when inside you know the right one. You delay the inevitable when you do that. So the universe comes in and tower, tower, boom, tower, until you can't handle the towers anymore. The hangman, and you just literally, you go into this limbo, because that's what happens as a Pisces. That's why we're depicted as the two fish, because you want to go upstream and downstream at the same time. You try to make everybody happy all at once. It's impossible. It's impossible. That's why you feel stuck in this moment, in this energy. Tell me what just flipped over. Yep. Because you're always trying to balance, always trying to feed whoever's mouth is open and hands are out in front of you. And that energy puts you in that. That's how you end up here. Let's see. What is coming now? I want to talk about this Hermit, because what is this awakening? What is this awakening regarding the fact that you are a goddamn Empress, Pisces? You have to remember that for too long, you forgot who you were and your power and what you bring to the table energetically, emotionally, physically, spiritually, everything, mentally. Just when you are in, you are 100% in. It's why you fear going in so hard, because you know in your soul that it's so hard for somebody to match the energy of what you're willing to put in when you really want it. And then you get disappointed, and then you get jaded, and then you live in that space that makes you feel this, and you allow the gaslighters and the abusers to take over. You do. But now the Empress is awakening out of this spiritual growth, this change, all of this that's happening right now. You remember who you are and your power and what you're worth, and that you give birth to all these new things and great things, and you bring greatness. King of Pentacles, stability, foundation. The King of Pentacles is the king everybody wants to be. Has everything. He's grounded. He looks good. He feels good. He knows his worth. He fights the good fights, the ones that are worth winning, the Hierophant, the ones that are of a higher level, of a higher frequency. This awakening has left you on such a different level and in such a different vibration that you no longer can handle anything that doesn't serve that purpose. You just can't. You are in full alignment right now, or this awakening is putting you in full alignment of knowing that you are so powerful that you can bring in, and it's almost terrifying. It's terrifying to you sometimes. It's terrifying to the people around you, of knowing that if you really put it all in, what can come out of that is so spectacular. There it is, the Wheel of Fortune. I'm not even going to pull any more, because that's just everything we need. The Wheel of Fortune, the wheel, it's all about time. And what did I say before? Didn't I say you want to go from that Five of Wands, you want to turn it into a victory? There's that card of victory. The Six of Wands is all about victory and winning. And you get to win here. You get to have the ultimate gifts come to you, because now you're living in your truth. Wheel of Fortune, the time is turning in your favor now for a change. You have taken all of the elements. You've taken the emotions and the words and the fire and the passion and the money, like the things, and you've managed to balance them and let that wheel spin and turn. It's a 10 card. It's a card of change and development and growth. And it's a major arcana card, it's the card of destiny and fate in the arcana of destiny and fate, which says that it is time for this. It's time for you to have taken these tower moments and after tower moment after, and all of this internal struggle and the fighting and the battling and pay attention. See what other people are seeing, because other people are seeing that you've got this laser sharp focus of always managing to win, to get what it is that you want, and turn a bad situation into something that is a valuable lesson and make it better for the next time around. And now you get to head straight for this, because it's time. It's time for the shift and the change. And it comes from the awakening. When you awaken to your fullest power, which is terrifying to people. I was literally told those words the other day, that my power is terrifying. And that's okay, because when you know how to use it and hone it for the good stuff, what comes out of it is so amazing. The strength that you actually possess here, that you're going to find in you the minute you realize that it's okay to walk away from everything that's not for your highest good. What comes out of it is going to be incredible. I feel it. I feel it in my soul. I know the change is coming. The next few weeks and months are going to be spectacular. And anybody who happens to jump in during this ride better brace themselves, because it's going to take them and elevate them to heights they never even knew possible, or to depths that they didn't know were possible. Either way, crazy, groundbreaking, shaking things have been happening and are happening. And it's the energy for it. It's choices need to be made. Decisions need to happen. The rock bottom came so that you can handle all of the toxic devil garbage shit that is holding you back. All of the addictions, all of the fighting, all of everything that has, every one of those swords that has been thrown at you. And there have been more than you even knew possible. I've been told by it's just what's in the air right now. You're good. You're bye. You are so ready to say goodbye to that, because your energy is in such a different frequency. Like, bro, you're up here. You can't. Your soul is not fuck withable right now. It's just not. It's just not. So keep throwing them. Keep throwing them, because the lioness is here. Because it's our time. So feast and enjoy and love what's coming, because it's going to be so good. Have a happy May. It's going to be. It's May is going to be groundbreaking, changing your path forever, forever, forever. I'll see you next month. Bye.